Bedivere, the best damage dealer in King Arthur Legends Rise. We're going to talk about the best gear for him, best team comps to clear in-game content. We're on Hell mode. We want to clear out Hell mode within those 20 rounds, so we got to do a lot of damage. So we'll talk about additional teams and show some teams. We'll do some in-game content, speed runs with him or easy runs with him. There's no competition when it comes to the hardest hitting skill 2 in the whole entire game. That is Bedivere in the Frost spec. He comes to us as Frost. All we're going to do is cast this skill 2 over and over. We get 40% additional crit rate immediately, and then the second time we cast this, we will have 80% additional crit rate when we hit the target. And whenever we crit, we get 168% additional damage. Total damage, 308% for 2 vigor. Nothing can compete with that. And on top of this, we get additional damage from this passive. 110% attack, plus we ignore 20% defense, 3-turn cooldown, but we get to lower that cooldown with this ability here whenever we crit, and we're going to crit so often. And then if we have the Strife set as our keepsake set, whenever we kill something, we're going to take an additional turn. This set is the best keepsake set for him. Don't put him in anything else because this guy does kill, and when we kill, we want to take that additional turn, so we lower the cooldown on this ability to do even more damage. The Flame Relic, which you will see in the Shard Shop, does have a similar move, but there's no increase in crit rate, so you can't even build him properly. You're not going to get that additional crit rate buff to be able to get this additional damage on this crit. So it's nowhere near as good as the Frost. Nothing is. Even maxed out, this skill 3 ability does like 5% more damage than his skill 2 in Frost. And you're not getting the buff for the additional crit. Doesn't matter what you play him in, nothing can compete with the Frost one. Before you level Bedivere, make sure you max out the first and second passive. This third passive won't unlock unless you take him, I think, above level 40. And if you've already leveled him to level 60, use a reset token, then level his first passive, level him up a little bit more, level the second passive, and don't worry about this third one. It's not going to be needed. I find it much easier to keep him in attack and critical gear because when I run that first dragon, it can drop attack and critical gear, 6-star gear. So then I can supplement whatever I have if I find a nice new piece. If I have to craft critical damage gear, which would be the best set for him, a whole three set of critical damage gear, I'd have to craft each of those pieces, and I'd have to keep crafting until I find a good replacement. And while I'm doing all that, I'm probably going to find a really good replacement for attack and critical. So I really just think it's much easier to do this until you're way at end game and you have a crazy amount of resources to craft gear, because it takes a lot of gold, a lot of steel and wood and a whole bunch of other stuff to be able to craft gear, and a lot of stamina to go get the materials to be able to do that. This is my Discord. We have all the write-ups and video guides and thousands of people to help you out. Come and join us. The link is down below. Here are the best sets we just talked about. On the neck, you want attack percentage. On the earrings, you want critical damage. Hit accuracy if you need it. If you're missing a lot, which you will be at end game, you're going to need hit accuracy somewhere. I like hit accuracy on the orb. You want critical damage on the earring if you can. Then you want speed on the ring, attack on the belt, and for the orb, like I said, hit accuracy is what I've got on right now. I would love to have speed there, but you've got to have hit accuracy somewhere because you miss far too often. My banner currently is flat attack. I cannot wait to craft a critical damage Crow Strife banner. I will be the happiest person in the world if I could get a 5 or 6-star critical damage banner. We're pushing Hell Mode Chapter 9. We haven't done this stage yet. We need 2 Storm Relics in here. We have Morgan in a Storm Relic to do decreased defense and increased damage. Plus, Morgan gives us 20% additional damage done. And we have Anya in here to give us critical damage buff when we start. She gives us counterattack, and she gives us additional attack. And of course, we just killed somebody right away. So we're going to make this within 20 turns. We've got to 20 turn this to 3-star it. And we've got Sarah in here just to kind of hanging out. He has his crit rate buff of 40%. Once he attacks again, he'll have 80% before he hits. He has 5% pierce. That's a buff he does himself to go through defense. He's got 40% attack from Anya, 10% attack from the Strife set for killing somebody, and 20% additional damage done from Morgan. He's ready to go, which makes this very easy as long as we get these debuffs up to drop their defense, because these guys are pretty damn tanky. And we're going to do this easily within 20 rounds. All right, so that's a 3-star. This is Hell Mode Chapter 9, and now we're going up against Sigrun. Normally, this is a very difficult fight. If she gets her Queen's Dignity or whatever it's called to where she'll reflect all that damage and get the buff on her to where she won't die for a turn, it can be very annoying. Well, actually, we won't 3-star this if that happens. But I don't think it's going to be a big deal here. We're doing some crazy damage. Okay, we got to sleep. That's always good. We're going to kill this shark probably in, well, almost. As long as we don't allow her to do that, we should be fine. Oh, Bedivere is stunned right now. That's not good. I wonder if we can block buffs with Sarah, with her skill 1 and that passive. We did. Just then we blocked. If we can stop her from getting those buffs, I'm not sure if we can. No, she still got it, which is crazy because we do have buff disruption on her. I don't think she should really be able to get those on. Counterattack. That was a lovely counterattack. We're at round 20. Right now, we've got to do this to 3-star. Woo. We just made a 3-star. Dragon 10 with Bedivere as the lead to get additional critical damage. We're bringing Morgan and Frost to do even more damage, to get up more debuffs so we can do more damage. Sergius in the Flame Relic. We're going to have to do a dedicated video for him. He doesn't need to be in this team. This is just showcasing additional people we can use to help out, to get Bedivere to do more turns, to get everybody to do more turns. Sergius in the Flame spec with that skill 3 maxed out is a beast. We could have Anya in his place again, to do counterattack, to get additional attack. That would work maybe better, faster. But I think getting these additional turns are nice too, because this dragon is really fast. The faster we can get around to doing more damage, to knocking him below those thresholds, the easier it's going to be for us. The faster we have Sarah coming in to do the skill 1 to block the buffs on this dragon will be better too. You can never go wrong with additional turns, with a 60% increase in our attack gauge to take turn after turn. I think there's nothing wrong with that. He should go Sergius in any team that we play. But this should be pretty quick. We're blocking his buffs with Sarah. We've got up the increased damage debuffs. The dragon has no buffs on, so that's always good. And we're able to put in a lot of damage with Bedivere. Boom. Oh, quick and easy. 1 minute flat. What are we at? We're on Crom 10. We're going to bring in the Flame Shark to give us increased attack. 40% additional increased attack that'll stack twice. Plus, he'll put Mark on the enemy, which lowers their defense and lowers their evasion. So we wouldn't need as much hit accuracy then, I guess. We'll keep it on. I'm so scared to take hit accuracy off Bedivere. He just misses way too damn much. But this should be a pretty fast run. We're getting 40% additional attack, just like we would with Anya. And that's a big hit. I mean, a really big hit. We've got the debuffs up. We've got Mark on the enemy, which is helping us out. We should have our debuffs from Morgan up pretty soon. We need to level up my shark. Little B-Born. B-Born Shark just took a massive hit, and he shouldn't be being hit that hard. There's no way he should be down that low. I know for a fact with the Flame Relic, I need to level his Flame Relic up from, I think it's level 43 right now out of 60. We need to get that up to 60. So we do tons of damage. He comes through. Next wave, we're just going to go straight for the boss. We've got our debuffs up. We're using Wind Morgan again, the Storm Morgan. And that didn't look like a big hit. But this next one's a big hit. That was a nice hit from Bedivere. And it's easy. I mean, we go through here pretty damn quick. That's Bedivere, the best damage dealer. You guys let me know your thoughts on Bedivere down below. Let me know the best teams you're using for him down below as well. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate your time, your love, your support, and I will see you all in a video soon.